Hello everyone, I'm Nitin Kuriakose and I'm about to demonstrate how CircleCI's Platform Team Toolkit completely transforms the way platform engineers manage CI/CD at scale. As most teams know, configuration sprawl is the enemy of platform team efficiency, and AI is only compounding this complexity at an unprecedented pace. In this demo, you will see how our new Platform Team Toolkit eliminates the need to constantly trade off organizational control and developer velocity, because with CircleCI, you get both. Let me paint you a picture that's probably painfully familiar. You're a platform engineer responsible for over 200 projects across several different teams within your organization. Your CISO has mandated that every single pipeline must include secret scanning and container vulnerability checks by the end of the week in order to meet the new SOC 2 Type 2 compliance requirements. In the traditional world, you're looking at manually updating 200 plus individual config files, coordinating with several different team leads, and testing each pipeline to ensure nothing breaks. You're dealing with drift when teams modify their own team configs. Manual pipeline maintenance also is a burden that never ends on the platform engineering team. You're spending weeks, maybe months, on what should be a simple security requirement. This isn't just slow, it's unsustainable and dangerous. Platform teams become the bottleneck developers get frustrated waiting on approvals for, and security teams worry their policies are not being consistently enforced. Configuration sprawl is killing your velocity. CircleCI's Platform Team Toolkit solves these challenges by providing a way to scale without sprawl, implementing governance without gridlock, and enabling autonomy to the developers. The toolkit has several different components. Centralized configuration files that propagate changes instantly across your entire organization. Selective overrides that preserve developer autonomy while enforcing organizational policies. URL orbs that host the config part that overrides the centralized config. Allow lists that are a list of approved URL orbs in organization settings. Terraform automation that eliminates manual project setup and maintenance. And to tie it all together, config policies that ensure job-level policy enforcement across all configurations. Let's see how this works in practice. I'm going to add Sneak Secret Scan to all existing projects in our organization as per the CISO's requirement. So let me jump over to our centralized repository of all the configurations. This repo consists of all different configuration files for several different languages. So let's jump into our Python configuration. As you can see, currently there is no security scanning job in my Python template. I'm adding a new security scanning job right to our Python template and in the demo NK branch. I don't need to make any changes in any individual configurations, and all the teams will inherit this change. Also notice I'm not adding an override key here, unlike the build and test job. This means every single team must run this job, no exceptions, no workarounds. I push this change and that's it. I'm done. That's governance without gridlock. Within minutes, all the projects within my organization will automatically inherit the security scan job, enabling sneak scanning. Now let me show you. Let me jump over to the user's permission service project. Once I'm in the project, I'm going to trigger a pipeline from directly the UI. And once I trigger the pipeline, you can see there is our security scanning job that we declared in the central Python template. Now, let me quickly jump over to our user registration service. The same security scan is available as well because they're both using the centralized configuration that I pushed. I never touched any of these individual projects. One change, instant propagation, and complete compliance. Now, here's where things get powerful. While we enforce security requirements, teams still needs flexibility for their specific needs, providing some governed flexibility for individual developers. As you can see here, our centralized Python config file provides override for the build job and the test job, but not for the security scan job here. And individual teams can pass their configs as a URL orb to override these jobs. Now, let's take a look at the team responsible for a user permission service project and how they have customized their pipeline. And as you can see, in their project config, they're inheriting our base template, but overriding specific jobs using URL orbs to share specific testings for their service. They are able to do that without going through the orb registry and publishing that orb. This enables faster iteration. This is what's happening in their pipeline currently. They're customizing their test job to install some dependencies and run some PyTest for their service. But they can't override the security scan job because we didn't make it overridable. This is the hero feature. Selective overrides give teams the flexibility they need while ensuring organizational requirements are met. So no more shadow IT, no more policy violation, and no more compliance nightmares. So we saw how we were able to add security scanning jobs to all the projects within the organization. But wait, what about setting up new projects, right? That's where our Terraform provider comes in and further strengthens the platform teams. So let me trigger a provision pipeline and provide a project and GitHub repo name directly in the CircleCI UI. I'm going to trigger this pipeline from the demo NK branch where we push the changes. And now I'm naming my service as payment processing service and running that provision pipeline. We're utilizing underneath the hood GitHub's Terraform provider and CircleCI Terraform provider to set up this project. So when a team needs a service, they don't need to file a ticket and wait. Our Terraform provider automatically creates the CircleCI project, configures pipeline settings, sets up project secrets and environment variables, configures the appropriate override permissions, all while maintaining infrastructure as code policies. Let me show you a previously run Terraform apply, as this is taking a couple of minutes here to complete. If you look at the Terraform apply step, you can see that new services or new resources were added, and just within a couple of minutes here, we're able to set up a brand new service. This enables self-service within the organization for developers. If you're using an internal developer platform like Backstage Portal, Port, Cortex, this can be wrapped into your service catalog. Developers get a working pipeline in seconds, not days. Now, let me quickly jump into our existing provision infrastructure pipeline. And yeah, as you can see, just with the refresh, we're able to see the payment processing service being triggered inside as a new project with all the necessary organizational policy attached to it. The Platform Team Toolkit transforms platform engineering at scale. Hours instead of months for organization-wide changes. 100% policy compliance without being a bottleneck. Developer velocity preserved through intelligent overrides. Operational overhead eliminated through automation. This isn't about choosing between control and speed anymore. With CircleCI's Platform Team Toolkit, you're getting it all. That's platform engineering done right.